Hello guys, today will be, what would you call it, a review, kinda, about Soul Calibur 5. Yes, I know I've done a video about what should be in, some of my complaints, but this is the full-on review about Soul Calibur 5. Now, it's a good game, no, it's a good game, just saying that right now. But the flaws are so many flaws, it's not even funny. But first I'm going to talk to you about the pros. The pros about this game are that the online's pretty good actually. But the bad thing about that, well, I'm going to mix pros and cons together. The bad thing about that is that Soul Calibur 5 shares the servers with Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Leave the games alone! That's the reason why we're getting these lag outs. Because of the engagement of Tekken Tag Tournament 2 servers. Leave them alone! And if you have a problem with that, because Double Jin's in the game, take him out! Take him out and leave us alone! Leave Soul Calibur alone! God, can't they even realize that Namco and Bandai's Project Soul, whoever did that, are idiots. They do not realize what they have done. It is outrageous for them to do that. Practically killed the online. Mostly for the PlayStation 3 servers, but for Xbox, it's not really a problem, apparently. Another con, the character creation. That was really improved. I love it. It's incredibly improved from Soul Calibur 4's. But the thing is, you cannot customize guest characters again. Maybe because really. I actually read on what they said about customizing guest characters, about if we're allowed to customize Ezio, and this is their excuse. No, this is actually the truth. This is their excuse for why we can't customize our own Ezio. We do not allow players to customize Ezio's moveset on their own because it would ruin his reputation. That was their excuse. That was just from top of my head here, but really that's the reason why. But they don't give a reason for our last game, Soul Calibur 4. Maybe because they didn't want to ruin Star Wars' reputation, but that died off years ago. No one cares about the reputation for Star Wars anymore. Some people do, but not everyone. Though I gotta say, the DLC customization is good. I gotta say that. The customization is really improved. Another pro. Some of the new characters are good. Like Patroclus. Practically, how would you say it? Not exactly unique, but it's decent. Although Pyrrha's moveset is just a clone of Sophitia. That's all it is. Of course, the two are Sophitia's children, but that doesn't mean make Pyrrha a clone. That is not cool, Namco. Not cool. Either that or it's Project Soul's fault for doing that. Another good character would have to be Zwei. Even though he came out of nowhere, we didn't get shit nothing in how he came here. The movesets and how he plays in the game are pretty decent. I'll bypass the reason how he got in the game, which apparently he was found in the forest by Siegfried. which doesn't give much about where he actually came from. Another good thing is Algar returns. If they booted him out from Soul Calibur 5 and left him in Soul Calibur 4, I'd be angry. Soul Calibur 5, like, Algar is a good character. If they even think about taking him out for Soul Calibur 6, I'll be incredibly furious. Like, no, leave him alone. Here's another con about characters. Every time we love a character, they decide, we gotta take him out, gotta save some money. Oh, want to keep talking about? Too bad, gotta save some money. You want Link back? He'll go back to Nintendo for a little bit. We'll bring him back in Soul Calibur 6, don't worry. Which is true, he is coming back with Soul Calibur 6. Yes! It is confirmed that Link is returning. Now, if you guys got complaints like, he's not coming back, he's staying in Soul Calibur 2. Like, no, he's not. He's coming back in 6. I got this info from a GameStop employee who's a friend of mine. He gave me all the info on what's coming up and what Soul Calibur 6 will provide. There will be 6 new guest characters. 2 are confirmed. Link and Juliet Starling from Lollipop Chainsaw. I mean, come on. Juliet Starling is practically perfect for Soul Calibur. Like, let's just hope we can actually customize characters this time. If they don't do that, then it'll be just a stamp on from 5 and 4. And for another thing about customization, can we just get the movesets? Like, remember in Soul Calibur 3 where we can choose from a Lance, which is a knight. We can go from a knight to do Grief Edge, to do Saint, to do Ninja, to do Samurai, and to do Swordmaster, where you can pick your own weapons, not choose them out random. And go back to the characters, but the cons for that. Why did Project Soul screw up Cervantes' moveset and just really made it confusing? If you haven't noticed, play Soul Calibur 4 Cervantes' moveset, play Soul Calibur 5 with Cervantes' moveset there, and you'll notice how they screwed it up. They removed some stuff and put some in. Like, they really butchered it, because apparently it was too hard. Fans complained it was too hard to use Cervantes. That's what training mode is for! Although Soul Calibur 5's training mode is practically a joke. Storyline is a joke. Really, this game feels incomplete. And I'm surprised Angry Joe, which is real name Joe Vargas, I'm surprised he didn't mention about the sluggish gameplay. The gameplay feels more sluggish in Soul Calibur 5 than it was in Soul Calibur 4. In 4, you are fast, swift, and moving. In 5, it takes like at least a half of a millisecond just to move. Which in Soul Calibur 4, you can move that's faster than that. That is unforgivable. And the reason for taking out Rock, Samina, Yang Sung, Zasumel, Talum, and for Keelik's way of changing it from a staff to Edge Master 2.0 is unforgivable. Even though Keelik apparently is now the man because he got taught by Edge Master, there was no mention about when did he actually get this training? How and when? And another thing, backstory, there was practically none. No backstory whatsoever for the new characters. Like, really, like in Soul Calibur 2 and 3, I think, you can actually go to the character's profile and read about how they got here, and what they're about. Can he do that in Soul Calibur 5? No! Hell 4? No! Soul Calibur 6 is gonna do the same thing. I bet you it will do the same thing again, and we won't know shit about new characters. We'll be scratching our heads, talking to Project Soul, complaining to Namco Bandai about this, complaining about the new company called Soul Calibur Dev Team, who says that they will continue the Soul Calibur series up from 6. They make Soul Calibur 6, they make Soul Calibur 7, they make Soul Calibur 8, and so on. Which is good, actually. Since the 3 companies already, well 2 now, Namco Bandai and Project Soul, they need help. So Soul Calibur Dev Team wants to come in and help them, which is very good. Let's hope they stay and actually think and make real improvements, not make another incomplete game and say, oh, we'll bring this for Soul Calibur 7 because Soul Calibur 6 was, let's say, incomplete, like Soul Calibur 5 was. Really, Soul Calibur 5 feels like a prototype for Soul Calibur 6, which in reality it practically is. And that, the real truth, the truth about Soul Calibur 5 is that it was only a test game. They only released the game to see who would still buy Soul Calibur. And the test was succeeded, they passed. So now they'll release Soul Calibur 6 next year. It is confirmed. It will be released somewhere around Christmas time next year. They were working on Soul Calibur 6 even when Soul Calibur 5 was not even released yet. If they at least make a son for Zasamel for Soul Calibur 6, I'd be happy with that. Like seriously, he needs some type of reincarnation or even a child to come for Soul Calibur 6. That would be acceptable. Like, even Zasamel in Soul Calibur 4, he said he wanted to die, but he's immortal. He cannot die. But why did they remove him? I don't know. They didn't give one mention. They didn't give one mention about why he was removed. And customizing Lizardman? You can't do that anymore. You can't even put any piece of clothing on him. You can't make a custom Lizardman. You can only create your own Lizardman. But excluding from that era, coming into the, you can actually edit the real characters. You can't do shit with Lizardman. All you can do is change his weapons. I don't know if you can change the color, but you get very little for that. You can rarely edit a thing for Aeon, which is the involvement from Lizardman. And it's funny how for Ezio you can't customize him at all. All they can do is take a pretty picture and you're done. Not even customized colors, which is stupid. What else can I say? There was a lot of stuff I said already, but oh yeah, ranked matches, pointless. You get nothing. In reaching level 99 on offline, all you get is a sticker. You get a damn sticker for reaching level 99. Pointless. Let's hope Soul Calibur 6 won't deteriorate like Soul Calibur 5 did drastically. Let's hope they actually make Soul Calibur 6 a complete game like Soul Calibur 4 was. At least in Soul Calibur 4, you got outros every time you finish arcade. Does Soul Calibur 5 provide that? No. No, it doesn't. It's half-assed. It's like they're going back to Soul Calibur 2. In Soul Calibur 2, you also didn't get outros for arcade, but that was okay. We didn't mind that because it was only the second game in the series. Although, it's still unforgivable why they were so lazy to not think of that. Either that or it's another, we gotta save money. Outros, we don't need it. We need to save money. And really, this game is just incomplete. I don't care what you say, it is incomplete to the consumer's eye. Mostly to the fans of the Soul Calibur series. Right now, in the first week, Soul Calibur 5 sold about 1 million copies in the first week when it was sold. Soul Calibur 4, however, sold 2 million copies in 1 week. That's sad. That's sad how Soul Calibur 5 couldn't live up to Soul Calibur 4's reputation. Even though the customization was a joke in Soul Calibur 4, it was still honorable. Incredibly honorable. Probably, it was just probably like an improved version of Soul Calibur 3, which it was. But Soul Calibur 5 has no excuse why they took out Weapon Master, Chronicles of the Sword, Tower of Lost Souls. Those are gone, practically for good, which is sad. Project Soul and Namco, I was a fan of you, and now you give us a major disappointment. Either make Soul Calibur 6 a good game, an actually complete game, or just go home. Because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, that's all I gotta say. It's incredibly ridiculous how Bandai Namco, Project Soul, and I think Calibur is involved too, that they all completely messed up Soul Calibur 5. Now, if I missed stuff that I haven't talked about in this video, yeah, if I haven't talked about stuff in this video, feel free to leave a comment about what you think I missed, or what you want to say about what Soul Calibur 5 has messed up on, screwed up, or how much incompletion the game is. Right now, I'll give the game about a 5. It's a decent game. A 5 out of 10. Like Joe says, it is a must-buy for Soul Calibur fans to check it out. But for guys who haven't really played series, it's more of a rent game. Alright, bye.